And hello, everybody. This is Denise Guru again, your Ascension mentor. And I'm feeling a little bit melancholy today. Here we are, September 9th, and we are at 37 degrees outside at 11 o'clock a.m., and it's snowing. Oh, gotta love it, right? So yes, feeling a little melancholy and doing a lot of work on that, what the starseeds are going through right now. This is probably a very hard time for all of us at this point, because of that spiritual war that's going on. We're seeing the end games. We're in the end games, and we are experiencing this reset, this metaphysical soul reset. It's not just the financial reset. A lot of that stuff is nothing but distraction right now. We have so much distraction going on, and the dark is really so good at finding ways to keep all of us distracted, aren't they? They see this coming. They knew this was coming. And so they've dug in all their bag of tricks and said, what can we pull out? Well, let's just pull everything out and throw everything at them. And so the starseeds, like me, who are many of us who have been here for a very, very long time working with Gaia, are really feeling this. We're feeling this transition phase, which can be a kind of a tough phase. What we're going through right now is kind of like, you say some of us are in a bad marriage, and we stick with it for a very long time just because it's comfortable, just because we know the person we're with, we know their personality, we know what our life is like, we know we can expect what it's going to be like every day, even though it's not comfortable. Don't stay with something because it's just comfortable. So we choose to stay because we just know what every day is going to bring. So we're in this phase now. We're really not sure what the other side is going to bring. And we've been here working here for so long that it's like we're at the end game now, and we're kind of, when you watch one of those TV shows and it's the final season and then it's the final episode, and you just feel like, oh, I won't be able to watch this anymore. This will be all done. What am I going to go through? What am I going to do next? What am I going to watch next? I'm just feeling so sad, even though it's a good thing, even though we've been working, for this for so very long. And so for those of us who have been here for a long, long time, we're really connected with Gaia. We are part of her. We know her feelings. We feel what she feels. And we are feeling this negative release that's going on right now because the dark is really pulling out all the stops, and what is happening with the collective right now. Gaia is really feeling it strongly, and so we're picking up on it too. And it's kind of like that roller coaster ride. One day you're just and then for like a couple days you're like, oh gosh, And so this past week has been really strange for me. I'm really sad about summer leaving. It seems like we were gypped when it came to our summer season because of the distraction of the COVID. And so I'm watching the slow change of the season. I'm watching the waning light, and you get up in the morning and it's so dark, and the hummingbirds are leaving. So I'm down to 2, and I was feeling so sad about that this year, more than ever. Usually I'm excited about fall. Yay, fall, I'm so excited, you know, but this year, for some reason, I have this strong feeling of dread and just deep sadness, just ingrained sadness. And it's like, where is this coming from? I don't know where this is coming from. And so what did I do? I had to figure out what this is, what this really could be. And went in and did a journey, I journeyed to the Middle Earth, where a lot of my guides are. And I was reminded of what we're going through. We are in the final season. This is the finale. This is the end game. This is the reset. And so, you know, it's like, okay, mothers, when you raise children for years and years and years and years, and you know they're going to go off to college, and you're so excited about them going off to college because they're going to make a life for themselves, a whole new life, and it's going to be so great. And if you're like me, when the last one went to college, what did you do? You cried for 2 months. And even though you know it was a good thing, it was that familiarity. It's like, my job is done. It's like, starseeds, our job is done. Our job is ending. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I've been doing this for so long. I've been trying, you know, doing this job for my mission for so long. And then all of a sudden it's coming to end, and it's like, even though we've been wanting to come to an end, we're just like, so I've just been sad. It's just this really deep rooted just sadness. It's almost like somebody close to me died. So I was reminded through this journey that you are going to miss what you've been doing for so long, for lifetime after next. And especially those of us who've been here for so very long, those who have lived these other lifetimes as oracles and witches and shamans and you know, the ones that have been just so connected with Gaia and knew that this was all this symbiotic connection. So we have a lot of starseeds that have been coming in lately, you know, last 20, 30 years. And because they haven't been here for so long, they're not that connected to Gaia like we are. And that's fine. That's fine, because their job was to come in and wake up the starseeds, the starseeds that have been here forever and ever and ever, to get them out of their familiar zone, get them expanding out. There's so many people that are in my circle of life that have gotten stuck. They've gotten stuck in their routine. They've gotten stuck in their beliefs. Their beliefs haven't expanded, even though they work with earth-based magic and moon magic and candle magic, and it's like they're stuck in the past. They stayed in the past. So there's nothing new. There is no expansion beyond just keeping the past awake. And so a lot of these new starseeds that have been coming in, they're coming here for those, to wake those up and say, hey, you got to get out of your rut. There's something much bigger going on here than just doing the phase of the moon magic. And so you have so many abilities and such power. You're so powerful. It's time for you to wake up to that, and it's time for you to start using that and get out of that comfort zone, get out of what you've been doing for lifetime after next. And I got so many notes here, I tell you, it's just trying to keep this together. So yeah, I've been feeling this empathic sadness. And I think being an empath too, we're feeling the collective. We're feeling that there's that bifurcation going on, the separation, and this pulling away. And we're feeling that from, you know, the ones that know that they have to leave. They have to leave the ones that are choosing to stay. And they're, you know, it's like, oh, this little bit of sadness, even though we know it's a choice, we're feeling that subconsciously, this separation is happening. And interestingly enough, I have a friend who works for NASA, and this was 2 years ago, 2 years ago. Her cousin who works for NASA called her, and he was all freaked out. And he was able to see pictures, actual pictures of Gaia separating the two Gaia, two Earths. And it just totally freaked him the hell out. And so he called her, and she wasn't really sure. So she called me because she was all freaked. So there are pictures of this going on. And so the subconscious, we're feeling this subconsciously, we're feeling the separation, the wheat from the chaff, whatever you want to call it. And, but we're also feeling this Gaia, you know, because she's got to take all of this negative energies, and she has to process it. She has to get rid of it because she's in that transition stage, and this painful leaving the familiarity. That's such a hard word to say. Leaving that and moving on, you know, going into this reset, shedding this old skin. And so that, yeah, we're feeling that, and we're feeling this end game. But I wanted to talk to the starseeds a little bit more about this, because we forgot that, yes, we came here to help assist Gaia. We came to assist humanity. We came to assist ourselves in our personal growth. One of the things that we really came here to do to help humanity was to incite and ignite compassion in humanity, to help humanity to awaken to the errors of their way. I don't know how to say this any other way, but to awaken humanity, because humanity has been in this sleep, and they walk through, and it's all about me, 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 me. I need this, I need that, I need to eat this, I need to do that. And they're not awakened to how this is affecting everything else around them. They have no compassion for others. They do not psychically, empathically hear or see. So we came here to help them, and the animals have done the same thing. The animals are here to do the same thing. And the animals were what awakened me and reminded me why I was here, and to remind me of who I am, and to help open my heart. So we all came here to help humanity, to open their hearts so they could feel, so they could be more empathic, so they could understand what happens when they treat someone else negatively, when they bully someone else. They don't think there's any consequences. They don't realize that we're all one. So they don't realize that if you're doing something bad to someone else, you're doing it to yourself. Humanity treats those of us who came here to help them. Subconsciously, they know that we are different. Subconsciously, they know that we came here to awaken them. Subconsciously, they know that we came here to drag them out of their comfort zone, drag them out of the familiarity of their existence. And so they've been resistant to that. And so how have they been treating us? How many of you have spent your whole life being bullied? Yeah. Even your close family members, um, your family members treating you poorly. Like I was always the weirdo. Oh, Denise, you never know what she's thinking. Well, you really didn't want to know what I was thinking. Denise is the weirdo. Um, um, just treating me, not my dad. I was very close with my dad, but other family members, how many of us are the black sheep of the family? How many of us tried to tell our family members and they didn't want to listen to us? We're done with you. We don't want to hear, stop this. We don't want to hear it. We have nothing to do with it. And so even though the job's been hard, um, we came here to try to get them to feel and feel the feelings of others, hear the cries of others, hear the cries of Gaia, hear the cries of other beings on this planet. So many people that walk my walk who are really close to the planet and do a lot of herb things and crystal things. And here's one of my fun things. Here's another one of my organite. Can you see that? Sorry that the light is so bad. And then this is my love organite. Can you see the heart in there in the spiral? And then there's a Triskelion in there. And so I work really closely with all the elements of the earth. And I can hear them and I can feel them. And humanity walks blindly. It's like they walk on the earth and concrete. No, I shouldn't say even concrete. Well, rubber and blacktop. It's like they're knee deep in rubber and blacktop and cannot feel and cannot hear anything that's coming from their very planet that wants to help them and looks at them as her children. And so we came here to awaken them to what they're doing and to show them. Vegan, like I said, so many who walk my path are really connected to the goddess and the goddess traditions and work with herbs and oils and things like that. They still look at other beings on this planet as here for them, personally for them. They still don't hear, they're still not empathetic to their feelings, the other beings' feelings. They still think it's okay to kill another so that they can eat. And one woman, oh my gosh, I just had to unsubscribe from her. She's got a herbal channel. And I asked her a question about herbs, and then because I do herbs, I've been doing for my whole life, and I just told her that I'm, plant-based, and I, don't believe in killing other beings, and we're all working our way to being breatharians. It's all a part of ascension. It's the different levels. Let's get this body used to not having the meat. Let's get it used to having plants, and then we work our way up. There's thousands and thousands of breatharians on this planet right now, and they've been doing, years and years and years, and they're still living. It's amazing. And but this person said to me, oh, this is the mentality of these people. She's still so asleep. It's here for me. You are worth killing another being and killing another plant. You are worth doing that. In other words, everything else on this planet, they don't mean anything. It's you. It's only humanity. So that's still that humanity mentality where we are the supreme being. And isn't that isn't that the one thing that humanity is trying to learn, is that they are not the supreme being, that we share this planet with other beings. And we cannot move, we cannot raise our frequency. They cannot raise their frequency until they see this, until they feel this, until they hear it, and then know it. And so that's what's, that's what we're going through right now. And so a lot of us come here to remind us, and then us have come here to help humanity. So there's different factions of why we've come in. And so yeah, it's really interesting. So it's been so easy for humanity to stay asleep because they're using the dark as an excuse. The dark has been the catalyst, of course, to keep humanity, easier for humanity to keep doing what they're doing, to not see, do not hear, do not feel, and do not know. So the catalyst, by doing these things, it's almost like they're in service to us. It's almost like the dark things that they are doing to us are trying to get us to go, wait a minute, I don't think this is right. They're doing this to us, and we don't like it. So what gives us the right to do it to others? It doesn't give us the right. I have to change about how I feel and how I think and what I know. I have to change my beliefs. I have to get out of that old beliefs that I keep bringing forward and forward, and to each lifetime, the old magic tricks that have been done. The dark, they're stuck in doing the same magic tricks over and over and over. They can't go any further. There is no ascension for them. So they have been the catalyst in our waking. So subconsciously, they know that they're in service to us because of what they're doing. They're causing us to awaken. Look at what's been going on around us. Yes, there's a lot of marches that might get a little heated, but it's like a level, right? We're working up through the levels. There's different frequencies to awakening. So we're on this frequency and working our way up. We have to break through this one first so we can access the other ones. So here we are, we're working through this. Okay. We know now, we know. So we're going to get up here and go, oh my gosh, we don't like what they're doing to us. Well, they can't do it. We can't do it to others if we don't like it. I mean, we're hypocrites. We're going around, well, they can't do that to us. Oh my gosh, look at what they're doing to us. Look at what they're doing to the children. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I'm no better, because I still think that the beings that I think are lesser than me are just here specifically for me. Like the dark thinks humanity is a lesser being, and they're just here to serve them and feed them. And until we wake up to the fact that we're no better than they are, as long as we still think there are lesser beings on this planet than us, and that they're just here for us to feed on and clothe and whatever else, for slaves, and we're no better. So how can this change? We got to get out of the hypocrisy. And so we're seeing this happen slowly. It's awakening. We call it the Great Awakening. For many, it's just the beginning of the Great Awakening. There's a lot of different layers that they have to go up to. And there's so many people out there that are still spotting distractions, still taking our attention away from really what we're supposed to be doing. Right now, more than ever, we are supposed to be connecting with this planet. We already know she's separating. NASA's already got pictures. People like me feel it, know. People like it, we've been talking about it for decades now. And so there's all these distractions keeping us away from this. And so right now, we need to take part of this. And so, and we have to realize the power that we have. They keep saying, oh, humanity, you have no idea how powerful you are. You have so much power. And, you know, humanity is just content to watch a Marvel movie and watch somebody else with all the power. Oh, that's really cool. And so these distractions are keeping us away from our power. And so we've been watching the weather warfare going on. We can, you know, we can watch disease, rampant disease and illnesses and starvation and blah, blah, blah. And we accept it. We're all in just a state of acceptance. Well, that's how it is. That's just how it is. You know, it's not, how's it going to change? I can't change anything. Well, you have the power to change it. And how you do that is first, connect to your heart just by touching your heart. Just touching your heart and then doing your deep breathing. And when you do that, you step out of that frontal lobe thinking. You step out of the brain, because the brain is only right or left thinking. The heart is what is our higher self thinking, accessing our higher self. And so we connect to our heart, and then we start to go, what powers do I have? What power do I have? What do I have to offer that I can do? And we start asking questions. Everything that's going on around us, is it really supposed to be that way? Is it like an illusion? Whose creation is that? Is that my creation? Is it the dark's creation? Can I change that? You start asking questions, and then you sit with it and you listen. And then you go, I need to connect with Mother Gaia, because she's evolving. If I want to evolve with her, I have to be in assistance to her. So Gaia, what can I do to assist you? What can I do to assist in this ascension to 5D? Instead of just sitting around going, oh, we're evolving. Oh, the waves are coming in. Oh, we got the strong wave. Watching everybody else's videos of, oh, you know, this moon and that moon and this planet is in alignment with that planet and this is happening and blah, blah, blah. And so we get distracted watching everybody else and listening to what everybody else, and not connecting to our heart, not going constantly to our heart. The indigenous tribes know that. The shamans know that. Those who have eaten the sacred plants, those who learned about all beings on this planet, we're all one. We all are here to live in harmony, and we're supposed to live here in harmony with our planet, and we're not. We're just trying to stay in the comfort zone. We want what we want, and that's all we want. We don't want to do anything further than that. And so I've been thinking, oh, well, what can I do? I'm more powerful. Okay, so I built my spiral wheel, my 30-foot spiral wheel. If you follow me, you know I talk about it all the time, and I go on and I work in it. Spiral is cosmic energy. It is spirit creator's favorite way of showing where the God consciousness energy is concentrated. We all have this within us. Look at our chakras. What are our chakras? At night, or I should say early in the morning, you know, when I'm at that in between, I call it the hollow. I'm not totally awake, but I'm not totally asleep. My eyes are closed. And if I concentrate, I can see the spiral. I can see it in my mind's eye. And I can see the rate, the speed that it turns. And it's just like this. It's not like this. It's not like that. It's like this. So I can see the cosmic energy. And so I'm in there and it's like, okay, we got this really freak ass storm coming, and it's out there snowing. It's not really snowing, it's like flitting. It's like just, but the weather on the internet, the Weather Channel has been saying, oh, strong winds, a high of 39 degrees, 45 degrees, and up to 8 inches of snow. And then the higher mountainous regions will get more than a foot of snow. And I'm just like, Gaia, is this true? This is really, and so I'm thinking about the indigenous tribes and how they're constantly saying how humanity doesn't talk to their great mother. So why would their great mother listen to them? Why would their great mother want to do anything? Why would the elementals, earth, air, fire, and water, why would any of them want to hear their cries? Because the only time they cry is when they don't have anything in their freezer or nothing on TV to watch. They've never talked to her before, so why, so the indigenous tribes have known this, that humanity has lost their connection, and Gaia is just crying for us to reconnect to her. The starseeds who've been here forever and ever, lifetime after next, we can hear her cries, we can hear her pleads, and we can hear her say, what is it do you want? Come with me, connect with me, please discuss with me, envision with me what you want. Are you happy like this? Do you want more? How do you want the fifth dimension to be? What do you want out of life? What do you want from me? How can I help you be more comfortable? Would you like to hear what I would like to have from you to help me feel comfortable? And that is to connect with me, to commune with me, to love me, to hear me, and then I can hear you in return. Let's share our heart space together. Gratitude, you give me gratitude, I give you gratitude. You send me love, I send you love. And so I've been doing this, and fall is like, I'm up in the mountains in Colorado, so we have these amazing falls, and I have the mountains right here. And so the aspens, most of my trees are pinon trees, and so the pine needles, but I don't have the aspens. The aspens are a little higher up. And so everybody here waits, and down in the Front Range in the Denver area, we all wait for the fall colors. And everybody wants to just look at the beautiful fall colors. Well, last year we got an early freeze, and we did not get fall colors. The leaves just turned brown and fell off. And I mean, we just get some amazing colors, oranges and reds and yellows and different shades of that. And it's the grasses and the bushes. It's not just the trees. It's just so beautiful. And I was like, we're going to be cheated out again this year with this beautiful season that we all look forward to. We can feel the change of the season. And I almost felt like, because I was feeling so sad, it was almost like I was feeling that we were not going to get this again. It was just going to go straight into winter. And we don't have much of a spring here. I mean, our weather can be different. And I'm thinking about the trees. They're still green leaved. And if we get 8+ inches of snow, what's going to happen to the trees? We're going to lose a lot of branches. It's going to destroy the trees. I still have some flowers out there. I still have hummers. And I'm worried about my flowers. I love beauty. And that's what I tell Gaia every day. You are so beautiful, Gaia. I'm so grateful of the beauty. I just want beauty all the way around me. I constantly want to see beauty. And so I'm working with her on that. And so every morning, the last week, I was like, I don't care what the weathermen say. They're telling me I have all this power. And, I have no idea how powerful. And I've done things like this before. So this for me is really not new. With healings and things like that, working with the planet, working with the elements, working with the, with the plant allies and the crystal allies. But to actually look at a weather forecast that's been put in front of me on the internet and to see it as, oh, I should believe that's going to happen because it says on the internet, to awaken to that and go, wait a minute, just because it's on the internet, who are those people? What kind of connections do they have to this planet? Do they talk to her? No, they don't have. They have scientific connections. And so I don't have to believe that weather forecast. I don't have to believe the almanac. And so I can create. I am a great creator. I am all powerful. I'm going to create the weather that I want. So I have to meet Gaia in the middle, because north of us is we have fires, and Fort Collins area, and they're 100,000 acres, and my daughter lives in Fort Collins, and she's been sending me pictures, and it's like a total blackout during the day, just a total blackout from the smoke. And we get the smoke, I'm 3.5 hours from her, so we have been getting the smoke, but it's not blackout. It's just this depressing gray, and makes the air feel weird, and it just depresses you. And so it's okay. Gaia, I know that we probably need some rain, and I know in 2013 we had record rains, and we had flooding up there up north where they're having the fires. Why does it have to be snow? Why does it have to be feet of snow? We know how destructive that's going to be. And so I've been working on changing that. And they said, the weather forecast said we were supposed to have strong winds. Very calm out there right now. It's been very calm. And the snow, the Hummers are flying around. And I don't know, yeah, I could show you, but the Hummers are flying there. And it's just like a spit of snow. It's like a mist snow mixed, and it's not even really piling, it's hitting the ground and it's kind of melting. And so it's kind of a give or take. Okay, I'll accept this because you are putting the fires out north. And I guess snow works better than rain, because sometimes when we get rain, it's like these really strong winds. We get this thunderstorm, and it's lightning, and it's real strong winds. And then we get Virga, which is rain that doesn't make it to the ground. It's just a lot of noise and a lot of wind. And so when we get a snow like this, the winds are calm, and then it's just like this. The air is very, very wet. The percentage, I gotta see. Okay, so outside it says it's 64% humidity, and usually we're like, 15% humidity. So humidity in itself will help quell the fires. And so I had to work, give and take here. And so it's supposed to stop, it's supposed to do this through the night, and I don't believe I'm gonna wake up in the morning and we're gonna have a foot of snow. And where I am, I'm higher. If they call for 8 inches, it's gonna be more than a foot for me. And so this is what we're all supposed to be doing now. We're all supposed to not be told what we're going to get, be told how to act, be told how to feel, be told how to think. We are supposed to do our connection and go within and get this ourself, and stop the mindless distractions. There's so many that are still distracted by Nasara and Jasara and all of that stuff. That's for those who still are still stuck in that lower frequency. They're that they're waking up, but it's still all about the financial reset. fifth dimension, we don't care about money. We don't care about the financial reset. We care about abundance. We care about joy and happiness and love. We don't care. We don't wait around for some other deity to come and come again and save us and protect us. We are learning to do this on our own. This is all about our own inner power, our own selves, finally knowing, feeling, hearing that we can do this ourselves. And it's about integrating it ourselves and not watching other distractions. I mean, if you don't feel like marching, don't march. Because those people are still where they're supposed to be. That's where they're supposed to let them do it. But for the rest of us, we have another job that we're supposed to do. Many of us are moving into the fifth dimension, fifth, sixth, and higher dimension. Remember, it doesn't stop at the fifth, right? So many of us are moving beyond that. So many people are caught up into listening to these other people talk about this money that's going to come and how much money and the earth is flat. I don't get that. How can you say that you're so awake? And then it's, we talk about these people, the people that the dark put out, the false light, those working for the false light, they give you 50% of what's true. And so we have to discern what's true and what isn't true. And so there's quite a few of them out there now, and they're giving you all this information and you're going, yeah. And then they slip something in like the earth is flat. Everything else that they told us has been wrong, right? Everything else they told us has been wrong. So of course the round earth is not round, it's flat. And so, that's more distraction. It's more division because people catch that and go, wait a minute. So then you got people arguing over that. More distraction. But people don't pick up on that. They don't see that. They're so excited about being saved by others. Trump and the alliance is going to save us, and I'm just going to sit here and not hear and not see and not know and not feel, and I'm just going to wait, and I'm just going to ride everybody else's coattails and wait for somebody else to come up with the definitive answer that's going to just snap me into the fifth dimension. And so a lot of that's been going on. And so a lot of the starseeds, they need to wake up. And it's time now to reconnect with this planet. And if you're not doing it, you will not move to the fifth dimension. And so I think I've rambled on. My dog's yelling at me. He's got to go potty. So let me see if I have anything here. Any notes that I missed? No, I think I got it all covered. So, like Mary Rodwell's one of her kids, said, we are in the reset. We're in the human reset. It's not financial reset. It's spiritual reset. It's humanity. It's a heart reset. And so we have to get rid of the distractions first. We have to do our work. We have to connect with our mother. We have to do what the indigenous people said. We have to talk to her daily. We have to include her in everything. We have to open our feelings. We have to see what we're doing to others, beings, her. We have to feel what we're doing to others, other beings, her. And then we have to know what we are doing to them. And until we don't get that part of it, we're not going anywhere. See you later, guys.